Hello Internet, so nice to see you. Let's say you have an idea for a melody and you want to make a song out of it. But a melody alone does not really make a song, does it? There are other things you need to put in to make a song, and one of the most important things is how do you accompany that melody? And what are you going to play under that melody? And I'm not talking only about what chords you want to play, which is important, but definitely not the only thing. Right now I'm thinking especially what rhythm will fit the melody. What kind of accompanying rhythm will support the melody, complement the melody, and make it shine. So here's a little songwriting secret just right out of the bat, okay? The accompanying rhythm can make or break your melody. It's absolutely important that you get that right. So, a student asked me how to match an accompanying rhythm with a melody. And here's what I answered.
I find it very easy to come up with vocal melodies or whatever, a melody. But it's not very easy to come up with a rhythm guitar part that sounds rhythmically interesting, aka not boring and average. That is going to complement that and also bring out some of the emotion or the mood that I want to convey with that particular melody. Because we all know a melodic line, you could put so many different kind of harmonies behind that. But I think part of what makes the vocal melody interesting is the rhythm that goes behind it, especially if you're into some more aggressive music.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, so do you have any example?
Well,
or you want to come up with a melody?
We could just come up with one.
Let's come up with a melody.
Yeah.
So what you're playing there?
Yeah, so we'll do...
So actually, that's it.
Yeah.
And what comes next?
Something extra afterwards, or same thing?
It could be this. I mean. So you're hitting a C on the top note there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get the first part.
Okay.
So the first thing I will do, well, first I will find the chords, honestly.
Yeah.
But right now I think we have something decent enough, and it seems to fit. Then I will start. I will write the melody down, like on a score,
right.
if you know how to do that, and then look only at the note values. So I'm taking the rhythm from the melody.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Why am I doing that? Because I don't want to come up with a rhythm completely independent from the melody. You want a rhythm that complements the melody. Complements, yeah. You want a rhythm that expresses the same emotions as the melody because you want to support that specific melody.
Yeah.
Okay. If we want something contrasting, we can do it, but we have to start by knowing what the melody is.
Right. The rhythm of the melody in particular, because
so you have essentially a triplet here.
Yeah.
And a quarter note, essentially, or a half note, depending on how you're playing.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So play it again. It's actually a dotted half note. Okay. Makes sense. So you have a triplet and a dotted half note. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now we have two elements to work from. Okay. And notice that both those elements have the number 3 inside. The triplet has 3 notes in a beat. Mm-hmm. The dotted half note is 3 beats. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so now I'm thinking, okay, so my melody contains this element of 3. Mm-hmm. Okay, notice that I'm doing this on real time because he just invented the melody. We didn't talk about this before. You can do this kind of consideration with any melody. You break down and you just see the rhythm. And you will discover that typically the melody repeats some rhythms or some motif, rhythmical motif here and there. Okay, that's the first thing you want to do.
Okay.
Second, now you want a rhythm that complements the melody. So you have two possible ways. You do something that comes from the melody, or you go against the melody. Typically, you do something that comes from the melody because you want something with the same feeling. Occasionally, you want to do something that goes against the melody if you really want to express something like conflict, strife, okay, or you want to push the melody in a completely different direction. But right now, we're not doing that because that requires a lot more time to do, okay? So you have a triplet and a dotted half note. Again, elements of 3. So first of all, I will start thinking of my rhythm using triplets. I could use full triplets, I can eliminate one not in the triplet, but I'm thinking triplets.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play those triplets when the melody is not playing the triplet. Okay? So your melody is playing the triplet on beat number 4. Da, because it's 4 and 1. Da, 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 right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
You guys will notice very soon that when I sing, it's like I'm tone deaf. I cannot hit a pitch, okay, to save my life. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So that's 4, 1, 2, 3, and then you're doing.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so on the 4th beat, she does that. So I will displace it by half bar just to start.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going. Da, da, da. So you play the melody?
Okay.
Makes sense? So she's putting the triplet on the 4th beat.
Yeah.
I'm putting the triplet on the 2nd beat, half a bar away. Feels pretty good, no? Okay. Now, you may notice that many of you will play the exact same thing by instinct. Okay? Whether you get there by reasoning or by instinct, it's fine, not a problem. Okay?
Yes.
Now, we can think, do I want something more interesting? Of course, it's a yes. Okay? So I'll start moving the triplet around.
Okay.
Now, at this point, I can hit any level of complexity. I'm putting the triplet always on the 1st beat, always on the 3rd beat, always on the 2nd beat. Or the 1st bar, I'm putting it on beat 1, the 2nd bar, I'm putting it on beat 2, the 3rd bar. Or I'm going to do any kind of scheme you can have in your mind. I'm just going to put a triplet somewhere.
Right.
Okay, so right now, why don't we try something like that? I'm going to put the triplet on the 1st beat of bar 1 and the 2nd beat of bar 2, just because. And let's see how it goes.
Okay.
You go. Make sense? You may like it, you may not like it. The idea is to have options right now and see how it goes on. Okay?
Yeah.
Next thing, we could start thinking, why don't we change what kind of triplet? So this is a triplet of, it's an 8-note triplet. But I could put a quarter note triplet. That's a bit harder to play, okay? Because they are half the speed of what she's doing. So I'm going to get confused when I'm doing it, I know. But we can try that, okay? So let's see if I can do that. Go for it. Okay, so you can feel that she has the fast triplet, I have the slow triplet, and there is kind of friction going on between the two. So I just took the triplet and simply doubled the length of the triplet, doubled all the note values of the triplet. So that's the idea. You don't start from scratch.
Right.
You take the melody, you dissect the melody, whatever, you break the melody apart, take only the rhythm, and start thinking, hey, I'm using this rhythm element. Can I reuse this rhythm element in the rhythm? It is typically you take it and you shift it.
Yeah.
You could take it and reverse it, but I mean, in this case, it's a triplet. Even if we reverse it, it's a triplet, okay?
Yeah.
Or I'm making it longer, or I'm making it shorter.
Yeah.
And I'm building the rhythm based on that. And I try to find something that doesn't conflict with the melody. So when the melody has a triplet, I'm putting a long note. And when the melody is a long note, I'm putting the triplet.
Yeah. And you're giving me an idea with this too. Like, let's say you wanted to make it a little bit more aggressive. I don't know, what chord were you playing there?
D minor and then G minor.
Okay. So let's say, sorry, D minor and G minor?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say we kept the triplet going, like palm muted the whole time, steady triplets, but we accented like different parts that where the melody is not playing, you would do like an accent. I don't know, like. Kind of
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
Okay, that was.
Okay. Now, what happens typically is that you get something from the melody, you think about it, you put it on paper, then you hear it, then you start feeling it, then you start changing it by feeling. But you got started.
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't have to be done completely by theory or completely by feeling. The theory gives you an idea or two or three,
Right.
and then you start feeling it, and then you know the rhythm. Make sense?
Yeah, totally. That was
Good. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank